What's going on YouTube? Thank you guys for coming to another video. This channel is based on personal finance from somebody who's not a guru. I'm learning just like you guys, but I really love the topic. I really love the idea of building personal wealth, generational wealth. It's something I do in my free time. And so I thought it would be cool to create a second channel based on something I love to talk about anyways. So today's video, we're gonna be unpackaging or unboxing my newest credit card. And I'm gonna tell you guys why I got the credit card, some of the things I've learned, some of the mistakes I've made, because I've made some pretty big mistakes when it comes to the topic we're gonna talk about today. And yeah, I'm excited to get this credit card. Let's check it out. So if you guys don't know about my original channel, it's all about barbering, the barber career, the barber world. I do haircut tutorials. I teach about new tools and stuff in the industry. And myself, along with my friends and business partners, we built some pretty cool companies within the barber industry. That's why you see this in the background. But this is the package that I got, and I got it through UPS because I have like a fraud protection thing. And what this fraud protection does, it makes it so any creditor or anyone who receives an application using my social security, they have to call me first and verify that I indeed applied for that credit card or that loan. And so when they call me, I asked them to overnight my package for free because I was excited to have it. And I wanted to have it before a cruise I was supposed to be on. I was supposed to be on a cruise today. I was supposed to be leaving, boarding, and it got canceled. But anyways, let's continue. And then these are all kind of like the perks to it, I guess. So make the most of every experience. Chase Sapphire preferred. So it talks about all your perks, 2x on travel, 2x on dining, only 1x per dollar spent. So I'll use this card primarily for travel and dining, kind of. I'll tell you guys what my plan is. More ways to get away, so you get 25% more value in redemption. So each point is actually worth 1.25 if you're using their portal to book travel. But I've learned a lot about Chase Ultimate Rewards, and there's some really cool options to get the most for your points. I'm going to start referring you guys. There will be a link in the description. So if you want to get a card, make sure you get through that link. We both win access to VIP events. Cool. Always at your service, 24/7 customer service. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, world travel assistance. Travel and purchase protection. I do like this. You guys can see they approved me for $15,400 on my credit card. And I got one for me and one for my wife. Oh, these things, and these things are metal. Cool. So I got one, my wife has one, and they're metal. All right, so there's a couple reasons why I got this card. As a matter of fact, let's do this on the whiteboard. So I already have a Chase card. I had the Southwest Chase card, and the reason why I got that card for my first card, the Chase Southwest card was offering, I believe, 40,000 points if you sign up as your bonus. But they were also offering a companion pass. And what a companion pass is any flight that I book, I can bring someone with me, and the only thing I have to pay for is taxes and fees. But the flight is free. So it's kind of like buy one, get one, right? I thought that was a no-brainer. That was my first Chase card. Previous to that, I had gotten a Bank of America travel card. And previous to that, my first card was just kind of like a Bank of America, no annual fee, but there weren't any perks or points to it either. It was just a $500 credit limit. That was my first card, $500 credit limit. So I went from the Bank of America $500 credit limit. Let me show you. So this was my first card, and I've had this card for like 12 years, 13 years. This card right here is pretty much the reason why my credit score is better, because I've had this card for so long and it's in good standing. And so I'll never cancel this card, even though I don't get any perks for it, but it doesn't have an annual fee, so I'll never cancel this card. Super important to have that history. The next card I got after that was this Bank of America travel card. This card actually gives me points. I believe it gives me 1.5 points for every dollar I spent. But the value of the points aren't as valuable as the points I would get from here. You can almost get 2x perks with this card, depending on how you spend the points. Yeah, I told you guys my next card after that was this Southwest card. Now this is like the cheapest one, the cheapest annual fee. I think it's like 69 bucks for the annual fee, but I didn't care because the only reason why I got it was for the sign-up bonus and for the companion pass. To me, that was worth the $69 annual fee. Now, I got these two cards in the last year and a half, So the reason why that's kind of problematic that I got these two cards in like the last year and a half, or in the last year, I should say, because Chase has a program where you won't get approved for a Chase card if you got 5 credit cards in the last 24 months. That means I only have space for 3 more cards. So what I'm gonna do for the next 3 cards is just get Chase. The reason why I want to just get Chase is because Chase has a crazy rewards program called the Ultimate, I believe it's called Ultimate Rewards. And any card you use within the Ultimate Rewards line, you can bring those points together and use it in your Ultimate Rewards portal. I also like it because whatever my wife uses on her Ultimate Rewards card, you can transfer and combine your points. So you can combine points with a business partner if it's a business card, from my understanding, or you can combine points with someone in your household. So we're really gonna run with Chase for our next 3 cards because I believe they're the only bank that has that 524 rule. Problem is that this Southwest card is not part of that Ultimate Rewards line of cards. The points that I get here are just Southwest Rewards points. So although it's a Chase card, it sucks that I got that card. I mean, I don't regret it because I did get the companion pass, but it's not gonna help me with this. So the next 3 cards, I have to be strategic with. So I decided to get the Sapphire Preferred card first because no matter what card I get in the Chase line after this, I can transfer to this Chase Rewards card and everything goes up 1.25 in points. Let's say I have a different Chase card that's in the Ultimate Rewards line, and each point for that card is only 1 point. For each dollar, right, you only get 1 point. By having this card and transferring it over to the preferred card, now this point, okay, is worth 1.25. So I knew I needed to get at least 1 Sapphire card. Chase also has a card called the Sapphire Reserved. The problem with the Sapphire Reserved is that it has an annual fee of $550, where the preferred is only $95. Now there's a whole bunch of perks and stuff that are associated with this fee, like a $300 credit. You get airport lounges. You get 3x instead of 2x. The problem is that because of this whole coronavirus thing, I feel like I'm just gonna burn $550 because I feel like I'm not gonna be able to use the airport lounges, the travel credit, all those perks until next year anyways. And plus the preferred sign-up bonus is $60K compared to reserves $50K. So my idea is I might as well start with the preferred, hit this bonus, and later on I can upgrade to the reserved and take on those expenses, but also enjoy all those perks. But Sapphire is going to be kind of your foundational card. What you decide to add to the Chase lineup after that is just gonna help with this whole ecosystem. You gotta look at what are the perks of cards and what will complement a Sapphire card. So for example, I don't really need a travel and dining card now because that's what the Sapphire cards are. They're for travel and dining. So my next card after this Sapphire card is gonna be a business card. The reason why I'm gonna go for a business card is because I need a card that I can put most of my personal expenses on, but then I need a card that I can put most of my business expenses on. So anything that I use for the business, I'd put on this card. Anything I use personally, I'd put on this card. So that I can rack up points. You don't wanna mix and mingle personal expenses with your business expense. The benefit of doing this though also is that this business card does not count towards that 524 rule. So I'll still be at 324 after I get the business card. And the business card has bonuses. So next month, I'll probably apply for that business card, where that business card will give me anywhere from 50 to 80,000 sign-up bonuses. So for the year, I'm already gonna be at about 100,000 Chase Ultimate Rewards points. After the business card, I'll probably get another personal Chase card, and it's probably gonna be one of the Freedom cards. What I'm thinking is I'm gonna get the unlimited card that gives you 1.5 points for every dollar spent. And since this preferred card only gives you 1 point for every dollar spent that isn't travel and dining, anytime I'm not using my card for travel and dining, I would use the Freedom Unlimited card so I can maximize my points. At that point, I'll be at 4 out of 5. I'm gonna switch over to my business cards and try to get the last 2 business cards that Chase offers, because although the business cards do not affect you on the 524 rule, if you're already at 524, you cannot get another business card. So if I was to get a personal card before I go and get the next 2 business cards, I won't get approved for those next 2 business cards because I'll already be at 524. But if I get the 2 business cards first, when I go back to that personal card to get a new personal card, it'll look like I'm at 424 still. And so I'll be able to get a whole bunch of these Chase credit cards, a whole bunch of sign up points, a bunch of cards that complement this card so that I can maximize my points. And then I'm gonna set my eyes towards the American Express family. Because with American Express, they don't have any rules like the 524 and stuff. Here's why this is important, guys. So my main business is barber based. We sell innovative products, but we also focus a lot of our attention on education. Hence the tutorials on YouTube, but I also go on tour and I do hands-on classes or look and learns in different cities. To give you an idea, there was about a 2-year span where we were going to 2 different cities every single week. Went on well over 100 flights. And I didn't hit status on anything because we were just booking whatever the cheapest flight was. Frontier, Spirit, Southwest, American Airlines, United, you name it, I was on one of those flights. But we weren't racking up any status or points because I didn't understand the credit card game. I can tell you, touring is hard. Touring is not easy. It's uncomfortable. There were nights where we slept in the airport. It didn't make sense to get a hotel for 4 hours and we were on a red eye. But man, it would have been real nice to sit in better seats on these flights, more comfortable ones, stay in nicer hotels, have airport lounge access, and rack up some points so that I could get some free flights and free hotels and all kinds of perks that these cards offer. I've been learning a lot about the credit card game and learning that a lot of people who are getting these first class flights that are traveling to Bora Bora and having these really nice vacations, a lot of them aren't really paying for it because they understand how to leverage their credit card perks. These guys are building their credit scores, taking a bunch of free vacations, all while building relationships with their banks. And I could be wrong, maybe I gotta do a little bit more research, but from my understanding, because you have credit cards and you're in good standings with, for example, Chase, you have a higher chance of getting a business loan or a mortgage through Chase Bank, for example. So this is my strategy for 2020, alongside with my wife working towards getting her credit cards. So for example, I just got the preferred card and you got to spend $4,000 in the next 3 months in order to hit that welcome bonus. Where my wife, she only has one credit card, doesn't have a long history of it. So we're going to start her off with the freedom and we're going to apply today because the spend there is only $500 for 3 months and you get a $200 bonus. So we can do both of those simultaneously and hit both of those welcome bonuses, all while she's working her way up the ladder till she can get the Sapphire Preferred or Reserve. And then from there, we start focusing on American Express and enjoying those perks. But every time I get a new credit card, I'll do an unboxing and I'll share with you guys a whole bunch of perks and stuff like that that I experience. And once I really start building up and I'm able to show you guys the fruits of my labor, I'll show you guys that stuff too, like the vacations and stuff. If this video has interested you and you're thinking about taking advantage of the Chase Ultimate Rewards programs and their credit cards, there's a link in the description. It's beneficial for both of us and it also helps support the channel. With that being said, guys, thank you guys for checking out another video. I'll see you guys on the next one.